Today is April 28th, 2026. Oh my god. Still being followed. I could see people I recognize go to leave their Texas plates. Okay? These people are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, it's just like I told you, where last month they were complaining down in Magnolia that her one set of grandkids was helping make fun of her for being raped. That where her ex-husband was keeping her so drugged up there. He was having men beat, rape her under drugs, and she was so drugged up she wasn't even realizing what was happening, was blaming the well water. And they supposed to have people stalking her too, and then photoshopped washing in the shower, then had photoshopped a bunch of stuff in their stocking tapes, and her one set of grandkids said that they were helping out make fun of her for being raped. Okay? And that a bunch of people were here telling on them that they said they were even making fun of her for having to put cream on those sores where those drug dealers had raped her. And that they said they were peeking in bathroom doors. She was supposed to be weird with herself, where she's putting cream on the sores, and she's blaming the well water for infecting her personal area. And here they're making fun of her for being raped by those drug dealers, and she's so drugged up she didn't know what had happened to her. And they were using those grandkids to say they were peeking tops. The police said if they ever find out they're peeking in bathroom doors at people taking care of their personal self, that they will put them in jail for being peeking tops. And people were furious that they were using those grandkids to help make fun of her for being raped. They were telling the cops that. Well, it's a good thing that I have witnesses taped that I was outside. They never came upstairs, and they weren't peeking through a bathroom door. They would be in jail. Listed sex offenders the rest of their life. See, people haven't looked at this with logical minds. See, it's just like these retards, and these are the almighty retards. I told you that on Google, it even says that if you have multiple surgeries on your stomach or your back, it can cause muscle weakness in your legs, loss of use of your legs. It's 1% permanent. And it takes a long time to recover and regain the strength in your legs from the muscles being cut in your stomach and your back. Okay. Then it also says that if you have degenerative joint disease, you have a massive amount of swelling in your legs until it goes down, that it is achievable to learn to walk again, but it is, how do they put it? It's hard to occur, but it is achievable. And it can be maintained with working out, exercise, and keeping the tendons and the muscles strengthened around the knees to help hold them in place. Okay? And you see, that's where the orthopedic surgeon said that, you have degenerative joint disease. Most people would, I would do a knee replacement, but I'm afraid that arthritis would go into your regular bones, and then where I'd have to screw it into the bone, it would break your leg, and then you would lose use of your leg the rest of your life. The easiest and the safest fix is putting you in braces, holding your knees together. And I like to put you with a walker. I said I'd rather have canes. Well, if you fall with a cane, you're using a walker. I want something more sturdier, so that when you learn to walk again, that once you get the muscle strengthened good enough, the knee won't slide out of place. You'll always have to maintain it, because once the muscles degrade again, their knee will start popping out of place again, and you can lose the ability to walk. And that's why I always went out and walked all the time. I haven't been walking in months, and my knees are starting to pop out of place. Almost went down a couple times. So I'm out walking again. where you strengthen up those muscles. So, and it's just being healthy. So that's where the orthopedic surgeon already told the FBI this in 18. An investigator said he had talked to him years ago, 18. Said when the case first started. Told him the same thing. He's glad I remembered. It's off in the distance. So what happened to me is very explainable. See, it's very explainable. So when people show up, oh, we doubt, even though it says on Google, it can happen. And even though an orthopedic surgeon said it, we don't believe it. Well, you probably don't believe that gas is flammable, and if you light a match, it can explode. Right? Retard. And stuff like that. Where it says toxic, don't digest, it really means toxic, don't digest. See, that's where these people, where they photoshopped a shower scene, nobody knew about. That's why nobody said anything. Dave hired these, where they lied. Oh, we had special permission to be in your home. No, Dave hired 2 men on his own. I found out May 30th, 25, the Louisville police were outside with one of the ladies from the extortion group. No, she has to be playing, they have to be playing that lady. Because Officer Reinhardt Louisville even told me years ago, even the FBI would go to jail for being in your home before. And it's protected custody cases with statements with a court order. It's illegal to look and listen. That's the 4th Amendment. And you have to have statements from everyone that lives in that home. And police and agencies only. So did the Portage County Sheriffs. So let me think. Their little special permission, did they have permission? No, it's illegal. Like the Portage County Sheriff said, it was illegal. Criminal attorney, prosecutor's office, big fraud scheme. Where they're laughing you at you in front of people in stores that they photoshopped a shower scene and washing yourself in the other room. They probably did. Clicking and pasting, and we all know you're sleepwalking with those date rape drugs with no memory under someone else's control. It's a big fraud scheme. So where they tell everybody we're allowed, we have special permission to follow around and harass her from the FBI. No, you don't. You know why? Right on Google, if an FBI agent allows people to follow and harass somebody for having them harmed, it can go, oh God, not only is it tampering with a witness, aiding and abetting crimes, obstruction to justice, you go to jail. They can't even let you harass me. Just like, oh, that agent said if she said something, nobody can help her. Okay, right on Google, if an FBI agent tells you a victim or an informant, if they say anything, they can't help them. And nobody can help them, and threatens to leave them up there with no help. What happens? They go to jail. Can go up to 20 to life. Obstruction to justice, tampering with a witness, aiding and abetting crimes. What happens if an FBI agent tells a victim or informant they don't get their informant money if they say something? Oh, that's blackmail. Can never be in a court order, like everybody said. From the prosecutor's office, criminal attorney, police, cannot be in the court order. It's illegal. It's a federal crime of blackmail. Obstruction justice, tampering with a witness, aiding and abetting crimes. Oh, what else? Theft out of government bonds and extortion out of them. You get the money for working your case, and only for working your case. They can't even say it. See, where everybody said he can't even say it, it is illegal. It's a federal crime. No, you get paid for risking your life. Now, Agent John, we already know you told on me. I was always told it was an act for you to get the drug dealers because they told you they had sodium pentothal reports. That you're really not cropped. Not a thief. You're not a killer. We're just playing these people to get them. Well, you got them. You got everybody's testimony of they drugged me and told me to say it before. They photoshopped that shower scene. The fake dirty doctors, not one of mine works for them. They had lied. And the whole thing was to extort money from the government. They were in there to steal from you. Where they were breaking in and they laughed at me last September that when I would walk by, they would literally inject me with hypnotic drugs. And it's like, ow, what bit me on the leg? What bit me in the arm? Huh? And you come out of it, go sit down and you feel dizzy for a second and then room goes dizzy and black. The only thing you do is go to the bathroom and wash your hands. You thought something bit you. And here you've been injected with a hypnotic drug. Go to take a shower, dry off, same thing. Bruises, throwing up, infected. You're blaming the dirty well water you're showering in. You think it's killing you. Never seen, never talked to anybody. You talk about scary movie shit of rapists preying on somebody. And the rapist wants money out of this. This is where the whole con is. The rapists want money out of it. Okay? So the rapist wants money. I want you to think about this. It's not happening. And then they drug you up and tell you to say horrible stuff, Photoshop washing your rapist tape. And then they're stabbing me with drugs. They're raping me under drugs. I'm so drugged up, I don't know what's happening. Could they just remove me from that home and kill me? Absolutely. But they didn't. What they did is scare me into calling the FBI. So they could walk in. I found out April 19th, 25. I am in Hartville Flea Market. They said you wouldn't believe how dumb these people are. And absolutely how dumb they are. Okay? She calls the FBI hotline. They immediately walk into an FBI office, confess they're illegally monitoring her on their own. And trust me, nobody ever fell for the dirty doctor scam, taping you unaware, confessing her crime, sat on it till Dave wanted a divorce. You could tell she was drugged, and then the other part sounded mechanical, and we knew they altered everything, and it was all them and not her. We knew that tape of Weird with Yourself was photoshopped of washing in the shower, and everything was photoshopped on it. But if they were going to be that dumb and try this with us, we told Agent John to go to that church and to act dumb like these people. See, I was always told by the police that it was an act. That Agent John, you're not in it with this dirty attorney's office drug being, raping people and stealing from the government. You're not helping the cartel kill and sell U.S. citizens. You're not pure evil. You're just a good con man that is trying to get the evil out of this and get them arrested. Even Ron and Lisa confessed March 27th, 25 to an FBI agent. They were all lying about everything, even being offended when they were in that office. That everybody was lying. They confessed September 30th, 25. It was that Michelle Dave was dating her family's debt to drug dealers. And that I didn't even know who she was. And they had me raped and tortured, skull bashed in because their family was debt to drug dealers. They were the ones inciting my new husband's family to threaten his life. And they even human traffic people to pay off those debts to drug dealers. Then January 1926, Henry Mafia South confessed that he is trying to pull a fast one on the FBI and steal the case's money, and that he had never met me in person. And that he's the one that put Carl's family up to going after him, that he'd steal everything for them. He's behind everything. Okay? Now, December 1st, 25, that this whole thing was a scam to extort money from the government. This whole thing was. And that the doctor from before was not one of mine, works for them, and they had lied. That the guy Pete running his mouth about me in some guy's office that I don't even know who he is. It's just some guy Dave hired on his own. All these people are who Dave hired to run a con on the FBI. See, they could have kidnapped me, did a home invasion, found my body somewhere else. They could have killed me at any time, but they didn't. They scared me into calling you so they could bring their con into the FBI. And they thought you were so dumb, Agent John, that you would just photoshopping and washing, fake dirty doctors breaking HIPAA, fake sodium pentothal reports, hypnotic drugs, and told to say stuff that you'd be so dumb you would hand them money from the federal government and trick a victim. They thought you were that dumb. People were talking about that today, how dumb they thought you were. They admitted to using hypnotic drugs when they drugged me and told me to say it before, and the tape of Weird With Yourself is photoshopped at washing in the shower. December 1st, 25, Walmart 62, they still have it. That Michelle told on him, the one that dated an agent, that told on him, that even the Texas group confessed. This whole thing was a scam from that guy Will to join them. I'm going to go ahead and upload this. But Agent John, some lady told me to pray today that God can still turn everything around, that I could be in a safe place, not being harassed, not being stalked, have the money I need, that God can still turn things around. I said I used to pray, and I told her how there was times in my life. She said, God heard your prayers. I said, I know he did, and it's by the grace of God am I still here. My prayer is, Agent John, you turn out to be an honest man, and I get my money, new name and social for me and Carl, a safe place to live, and medical cards, and let justice come down like water, and righteousness like a mighty stream. Amos 5:24. Let your promise come forward, Agent John, for I'll take care of everything in the end. Let it be over. Let it be over. For when you pay me, the scam is over. There's no more scam. I told you the Texas group is up in Fairlawn Summit, while the Kingsmen from Texas, ladies in hijabs, the Florida drug cartel is in Delroy and Carrollton and in New Philly. And they're everywhere like they were here. And people who said they're not happy they're there, I bet they're not. Because they're going to start pulling a lot of cons on those people down there, and they can start selling those people. You better get it built up. Got a lot to take care of down there. I'm going to upload this.